I think when you are just playing the piano, just playing the music, your audience will not feel the connection with you. Will not feel the human connection with the creators. So when you show your face, when you speak to them, they will connect to you more.
Do you argue about content?
No.
I think so.
Yes?
We're getting mixed answers here.
I have prepared 5 pieces of advice for aspiring YouTubers. Okay, number 1, you don't want to be in it for the fame and money. So you have to in it because you've got something important to share.
Hello everyone.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to the Meeks Talk. And today we have 2 guests who share a lot of things in common with us, right? They're also a married couple. They're doing a lot of things on YouTube. And
They're both pianists and they live in Taiwan.
Yeah. And when did you first come across them?
Well, I was learning the Kapustin variations in 2009. So I came across Wiwi's video and was so impressed.
Whoa.
So I've known about Wiwi for a long time.
Wow. You know, the other day when I was doing my homework, searching up all his old videos, I realized actually the first time I came across Wiwi was his, he used the frequencies on the piano to dial a cell phone. So where did he get ideas like that? Let's find out. So hello Wiwi, hello Janet.
Hello,
Hi, Claire and Scott. Hello.
Hello, Scott and Claire.
We are very happy to be here. Yeah, and I usually watch your videos. I think it's very fun and wondering who came up with these ideas, like Squid Games or Rush E, which is very creative. Yeah.
Thank you. We think your videos are so creative too. Yeah. I was doing your video where you asked people to guess what piece it is from the first chord.
Okay.
Oh,
I think I got them all.
Yeah.
but I do like your Happy Birthday to a Composer series.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that series is very cool.
Scott doing these compositions by yourself?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're a great composer and arranger.
Oh, well. See, back to you. Same.
But you can play by memory that in a short time.
But we forget very quickly too.
Yes.
How long it takes for you to prepare for one video?
Well, it depends on the piece, right? Like the Rush E was a bit of a rush. So we wanted to have it out ASAP. So he spent 2 days arranging it, and then we spent 2 days memorizing and recording it.
Wow.
So that was a little insane, but
The WC birthday
too.
also, but it was not technically difficult, so we could do that in 2 days, I think.
Right.
Memorizing music is the most difficult thing for me. I have a small brain.
Yeah, maybe I should invite you to my channel next time. I'm preparing.
Yeah, we would love to. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's very interesting. So when we went to Taiwan, we actually met up with you guys. And we were just so impressed with your English.
Yes.
And you said you've never studied abroad. Why is your English so good?
No. To be honest, this is the first time in almost 36 years that I am being interviewed in a English show, in a show entirely in English. So I'm super nervous right now. So I give it my first time. This is my precious first time.
We're so honored. Thank you.
And in order to practice, we book.
We both took one English lesson just before the interview.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously.
You could have called us. We could just chat.
I think it's because we both like English since we were studying as a child.
I learned my English by watching poker and NBA on TV. That's why how I learned my English.
It's very impressive. Yeah, we couldn't believe it when we saw them, right?
Yeah.
So fluent. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I was listening to your podcast, and often you would mention books written in a foreign language or in English. Do you also read these books in translation or read them in English?
No, I read them in English. I think my English reading is pretty decent, but yeah, much better than speaking, I would say.
Yeah, he can listen to English entirely. No need Chinese.
So he watches the NBA. And what about Janet? How come your English so fluent?
I think it's very English subject is the English is the best subject when I was studying. Yeah, I think a little bit maybe talent.
Talented.
Just kidding. Yeah, I just like it, and I like to mimic and imitate the accent that foreigners when they speak. And so I like to watch how they talk and just mimic. Yeah, so that's really fun.
Okay, I have to ask you this. So I'm sure a lot of people know you from your Google Translation song.
Yes.
From like many years ago.
Uh-huh.
Where did this idea come from?
Let me first explain what is the Google Translate song. I wrote the song called Google Translate song way back in 2011, and when you go to Google Translate, there's a text box that you can type in words, right? And there's a speaker icon below that, and when you click it, it will read aloud whatever text you type. So I sampled the text to speech audio and made it sing a song about Google Translate. So the idea, I don't quite exactly remember how the idea came up, but I was serving in the army and I have a lot of free time to think. And there was a lot of people playing with Google Translate, sampled its audio on the internet, but nobody has made a proper song. So I want to be the first to make it. Yeah.
If you don't know the Google Translation song, it was so big that Google itself was so impressed they put it on their homepage. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it was in their blog, in their official blog. Yeah. Not the homepage. Homepage will be very, very big.
It is already very big. So I also saw that because of this Google Translation song, you were in the newspaper, you were invited to many talk shows to demonstrate your talent in making this translation song. How did this Google Translation song going viral change your life, or did it change your life at all?
I don't think it changed my life. For them, pretty much. No, I don't think it went viral. By viral, I mean I got like 60,000 views for the first 2 days, and 60K views is like nothing in 2021, right?
Yeah.
But back in 2011, it was enough for me to get on the newspaper, national newspaper, Apple Daily, and a lot more TV shows. Yeah. So I think the fame from just one viral video doesn't mean very much, I think. Because 95%, 99% of the people will just watch that one video and then move on. They are not your core audience. So as a creator, as a YouTube creator, in order to survive in the long run, you still have to find your core audience and have a consistent output of great content or relevant content for them. Yeah, for you to thrive in YouTube.
So what was the point when you decided, okay, like did Google Translation song help you to decide to become a YouTuber?
No, there's never one point of time that I decided to be a YouTuber. It just happened naturally. And I'm still not a full-time YouTuber right now.
Oh, really?
I still teach piano. I still do composition or freelancing music work, audio production works. Yeah. So I have never considered once to be a full-time YouTuber.
What about Janet? So, what made you decide to become a YouTuber? Because actually, I was learning from your podcast that actually before you met Wiwi, you weren't really following things on YouTube.
Oh, right.
Is it just you weren't following Wiwi or weren't following in general?
Actually, I knew Wiwi because of my friends. She was learning piano with Wiwi. And my friend said that Wiwi is a very good teacher. And as for me, I want to study in a graduate school, major in music, so that I went to Wiwi that I want to play the piano.
Yeah, I helped her prepare for the test, for the entrance exam.
So in the very beginning, he was my teacher. And after I succeed and I was admitted to the graduate school, and we were together, and he kind of convinced me that I should start a channel.
Yes.
Yeah, and
I forced her to. No, just kidding.
In the first video I made is that I sing
A Chinese pop song.
Yeah, and play the piano at the same time. And when I made that video, it comes up with maybe 1,000 views.
Yeah, because I advertised that video on my channel. So she got like over 1,000 subscribers in just the first two videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
In just the first two videos.
Yeah, but I made this channel is mainly because I want to focus on teaching, and I want everyone knows that I can play and I can show everyone. And also I made some videos about music knowledge or some stories about composers and something that I think is interesting or some challenges. After I made some videos, I think that is quite fun and I can quit my job and like freelancing by myself. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So we use YouTube as a marketing tool, so to say, as to our business. Yeah, I think that's the right way to use YouTube.
And it's great to see how both of your YouTube channels feature so much more than just piano playing.
Because I think there are lots of people playing so well. So I think maybe I can speak and make some content.
Yeah, it's great.
And my channel is called LemonJanet. You know why it's called LemonJanet?
I know because your Chinese name.
Oh.
Yeah, my Chinese name is Li Mengjian.
Mengjian.
It sounds like LemonJanet.
Oh, okay.
Not because I like lemon.
But back to the topic that you have. I think when you are just playing the piano, just playing the music, your audience will not feel the connection with you. Will not feel the human connection with the creators. So when you show your face, when you speak to them, they will connect to you more.
To your
more
personality.
engagement. Yeah, to your personality.
Yeah.
Were you always natural talking to the camera?
No.
I
remember that the first time I talked to the camera and my face looks so freezing.
and we made like 10-20 jump cuts in just first 20 seconds.
Yeah, and speak and talk the same words. And I get angry because he said that I didn't do well and I started to feel
annoyed.
Yeah.
So he convinced you to do this, but then he gives you a super high standard.
Yeah, he played a dominant player when the start.
Dominant player.
When I start my channel, but now he let go of me and wants me to do it by myself. So that whenever I told him that I want to make this video, he said that go ahead, and he just take a glance and
yeah.
say
At first, I was kind of like her coach or coach or teacher of YouTube. But right now, I just let her do her own thing.
So you were already making speaking videos before Janet started her channel?
Yes. My channel NiceChord from the very beginning was a talking channel, but I didn't show my face until like episode 250, I think.
After my channel starts.
Yeah, after your channel started, I started to show my face in my video.
How come?
It's not that I don't want to show my face in the video, because that I can make a video faster. If I don't need to put on the camera or set up a lot of things, if I can just record the audio and make some keynote presentation, I will make the video very fast, so I can make a video, one video a week. That's my initial goal, to update weekly. So that's why I didn't show my face at first. Yeah.
But so do you run your own thing, or do you discuss content? Do you work together?
Okay, so NiceChord channel is run entirely by me.
Yeah.
She has almost no input to that to that
I
channel.
don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. And LemonJanet was primarily run by her, but coached by me at first at a very early time.
He's like my supervisor.
Yeah, I'm like your boss. But right now it's almost entirely run by her and edited by her. I only do the audio mixing for her channel.
Oh, I see. Do you argue about content?
No.
I think so.
Yes?
We're getting mixed answers here.
Yeah, because I remember that when whenever I make a video, I sometimes will write down what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, especially for some history of music or some composer story. And I remember one time when I finally finished content about Schumann's story.
Schumann's story. Okay.
Yeah, and he delete all and write again by himself.
On purpose?
Yeah, because he said that no, it doesn't make sense or it's wrong. Oh no.
Yeah, maybe the script has some logical issues. I think I don't remember exactly.
So strict.
But I rewrote it for her, so I didn't argue with her. I just do the work to rewrite the script. There's a saying goes that men who argue with women doesn't understand women.
Really?
So you don't argue, you just take it and then delete it and rewrite it. No arguing necessary.
That's very, very rarely we argue over anything. Yeah, we are a happily married couple.
I think you too. You look very...
Do you argue over content?
Well, no, we discuss.
Yeah. Discuss is the right word. Yeah.
Oh, right.
We only discuss the content.
Now, you mentioned about married. I have to ask you this because I know in the Asian culture, parents tend to worry about kids going into music or kids marrying other musicians. Janet, did your parents or family have concerns about that when you were gonna marry Wiwi?
Oh, you said because he divorced once, so...
No, it's because
Not yet.
it's because
Not yet.
that I'm a musician. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I have to make it right.
You jumped too quick to another topic.
It's coming up.
Okay. Actually, my mom first met him was on the occasion on my concert.
Yeah, your recital.
Yeah, and he was my teacher showing up. And my mom was wondering because she is very curious about curious about my boyfriend or something. I never told her about my boyfriend. So she just guessed that is it possible that Wiwi is my boyfriend?
Okay.
But he is my teacher. So she was confused.
Okay.
And
I didn't know that.
yeah. And after I introduced Wiwi to my parents that he is my boyfriend.
At the recital?
No,
after the fact.
After
Okay.
the recital. And unexpectedly, I think they
They kind of already knew.
yeah. And they accept you.
Uh.
Yeah, very without doubt.
Yeah, because at the time I was already not a new musician. I have been in the industry. I'm doing this work for very long, so
Yeah, so they all know
I
you.
was making a little bit of money, so so they are not too concerned of the financial problems. Yeah.
Oh.
Earlier, you were saying that how you're using YouTube as a marketing tool.
Yeah.
And is that why your content is, the NiceChord channel and Janet too, is centered around educational material? And in NiceChord's case, heavily on theory?
Yeah, probably. I didn't think of that very much, actually. I just made what I want to make.
Well, what was your primary goal for putting up all these teaching materials? And
I can answer for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember he said that the reason why he started NiceChord is because he doesn't want to talk about the music theory that too many times to a student.
Yeah, I don't want to explain the basic theory to my piano student over and over again. That's one main reason for the first for the early days of the channel. Yeah.
Oh, so when your students have theoretical questions, you just go, okay, here's the link, go watch this video.
Yeah. If I do a channel, I just have to do the video once, and everybody can watch it.
Very
Nice,
smart.
Yeah.
that's very smart.
And another reason for starting the NiceChord channel is because that I think I'm a very logical thinker, and I'm pretty good at breaking down complex things in a very logical, scientific, easy to understand, simple language. I don't think a lot of other music teachers can do that. So my thinking is I've got almost no chance of being a world-class classical concert pianist. The world doesn't need any more pianists to play like Bach, Chopin, and Beethoven, etc. There are too many people who are playing way better than me right now. So my thinking is, if I want to be more indispensable to the world, I have to do things that only I can do well.
With your channel, did you go through like different stages? Was there any point at any stage you had the thought that I don't want to do this anymore?
For me, I think that it's sometimes hard to come up with new ideas of making a video because
Your video topics was all over the place.
yeah.
You do a little bit of something, yeah.
A variety of styles.
Very, a variety, yes.
Yeah, so sometimes I will think, oh no, I don't know what next.
Yeah.
Because I play the piano and I also have some vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Music knowledge,
Yeah.
history,
Yeah.
interviews.
yeah, so it's getting harder and harder to think what next. I think so.
Yeah, I also have some similar problem of topic exhaustion problem.
Yeah.
So in the early day of the channel, I do mostly about music theory tutorials. But later, I found out that almost all important music theory topics have been recorded by me. I have done them all. So I turned my topic into audio production and mixing and science, facts, knowledge about sound and audio in general. Yeah. that's how I expanded my topic. Yes. And for my YouTube channel, I think the best year was about 2017 to 18. I think was probably the best year for the channel. So it was growing pretty fast, and I got a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of other creators, a lot of famous YouTubers. It was great time. But fast forward to 2021, it's way harder to run a YouTube channel right now. It's way harder to get views. There are so many other competitions for everyone's attention, and I think also people's attention span is getting shorter and shorter than like 5 years ago. So you have to be so dramatic, so clickbaity, dare I say, to get people's attention. And I don't like to do that, to be honest. But to be honest, sometimes I still have to do that. But it's really hard for an educational channel to compete with people's attention, especially when everybody's doing entertainment. So it's very hard for educational channel to run. In 2021, yes.
Do you see this short focus span happening in your students?
I think for me, my students are smart people, so they have longer attention span.
Do you go through like an interview process before you would take a student?
Yes and no. I will go through an interview process, but I rarely reject any new student. But I will see how they write their email. That's very important. You can find a lot of red flags in the emails if you read them more than that enough. Yeah.
But is it usually the parents contacting you or the student?
No, because I rarely teach children's now. So student themselves wrote the email to me.
Oh.
So what are some tips for writing email in order to get in your studio?
Polite.
Be polite.
Be polite.
Be respectful for someone else's time. Yeah. Yeah, that's the most important thing for me. Yeah.
What about Janet? Do you teach also?
Yeah, because of the pandemic of COVID, and we turned our students into online lessons. Yeah, and I remember I asked Claire once about how you think about online lessons of piano. Yeah, so it went well recently. And about the email thing, I think that if a student, they really want to learn the piano, and they may not just leave one phrase.
One line email.
Yeah.
Or no lines at all, just the topic.
Oh my God, people do that?
They wrote entire essay in the subject. No, I'm just kidding.
So I guess Janet's email was good to you, so that you agreed to interview her?
She wrote an email.
Was I polite?
You were polite, quite polite, and the email was quite long. But the most important thing was she had a very nice looking picture.
So in the email, she sent you her picture?
No. Just a small icon, the avatar.
I see.
It's a photo where she is at a beach. Yeah.
So you said if I didn't put that photo, you may not reply me?
Yeah, I will still reply to you.
Because he was in a very hard time at the time.
So that leads us to the divorce part.
Yeah, because at that time he was divorcing.
Yeah, I was divorcing my ex-wife.
Yeah. So in your past relationships, we have to ask, because it's fun. That's for both of you.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun.
In your past relationships, did you only date musicians?
That's a good question. Let me think.
I think so.
How many?
I think so.
How many? How many?
No, not too many. Not too many. Yeah, I think I only dated musicians. Yeah, now I remember as I remember.
So it's important that you share this part in common.
I don't think it was necessary. I think for me right now, you don't have to be. I don't have to date a musician. Yeah.
And what about Janet?
Me? He is the. Let me think.
First
musician that you date.
Yeah. First musician. In the past experience, I met someone who is a singer and engineer and
Singer is a musician.
oh,
Yeah.
Singer counts as a musician.
but you are better.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. As for that singer, I think that he might have some financial problem, so that I think Wiwi gave me a sense of security that I don't need to worry about this. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in your past relationships, do you think the past relationships, in a way, like influences or changes your music or your perspectives, or things like that?
I don't think it directly changed my music as to say, but I think the biggest change for me is the old me was very afraid of conflict. I tried to please other people too much, and I was kind of nice guy, kind of a pushover. And after the divorce, now I don't act like that. I'm still nice to people, but when necessary, I will stand my ground and not afraid to fight other people.
So we better behave and not piss you off.
He's still very nice.
Yeah, I'm not very easily pissed off.
Yeah, I never see him angry ever.
Yeah, maybe once or twice. When the haters say something bad about you on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
that-
sweet.
Oh, that's once you
That's
were
one time.
angry. Okay.
Yeah.
What did the hater say?
I think it's a necessary part for being a YouTuber that you cannot avoid some haters or cyber. What's that
Bully?
called?
Cyberbully.
Yeah. You cannot avoid cyberbullies. So one time I remember the people on the internet were discussing who can play the piano
Better.
Yeah, kind
They say
of.
Jenna's not good.
Kinda.
Jenna's worse than the other channel.
Yeah, and the most angry part is that they said that I'm a cheater.
No, they say that I am a cheater,
Okay.
and you are the woman that broke into my past, the former
Marriage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty harsh,
yeah,
and which is not the truth.
which is not the truth.
Did you show your anger by typing comments?
Yo,
or-
I show my anger by going on live streaming and
wow.
curse that people. No, I threatened to sue her, and then after a few hours, she apologized. Yeah.
Wow.
She was very afraid to be sued, so she apologized in public.
So you went from completely a soft guy to
Tough guy.
To tough guy, right?
really tough, yes.
Actually, we were curious, Wiwi, about your studying with the German professor, and
Wille.
yeah, how many years did you study with him?
I think 5 to 6 years. Yeah.
Wow.
When I was in university and graduate school, so 6 year total, roughly. Yeah.
Because we know he does a lot of creative things, and we're wondering, did he encourage you to, like, were you already composing and arranging back then? And did he encourage you to do things that are not standard?
No, I was not composing that much. Maybe just a little bit, but not very much. And he didn't encourage me to compose, so to say. So no, but he showed me a lot of things. He can do a lot of things. He's amazing. He even got like national literature prize. I don't know what to call that in Taiwan.
Oh.
And he wrote a lot of book, a lot of articles, and he was also doing radio shows. So he's really amazing teacher.
So he taught you in Chinese?
In mixed Chinese English mixed language.
In German?
No, I don't understand German.
Yeah, and I remember you said that your teacher always show you how to overcome the difficulty of piano techniques. If you encounter somewhere that is very hard to play, and he will just show you and show that it's easy.
No, no and yes. He never teach me how to play. He just plays. He just show me and say that's easy. You can't do that. That's very easy. I think that's very easy. That's not a problem. So it was, okay, I'll go practice.
No wonder he often show me how to play the pieces. Yeah, when I was learning from him.
Okay.
Yeah. Example.
Did he say it's easy? You don't get it? It's easy.
Kind of. Yeah.
Prior to that, so what kind of musical trainings did you receive when you were kids?
I started learning piano at about almost six, and I went to something called music class. I don't know. Is that very common in other country, but it's common in Taiwan. So I started being in music class since 9, my 3rd year at primary school, and ever since I've been studying in music school.
And what about Janet?
I also learned to play the piano since I was a kid, like 5 years old. Yeah, and I kept learning until I have the very important test before entering the high school and entering the college. So in order to prepare for that test, I just stopped learning, but I kept playing the piano in the church.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also practiced some pieces so that I can still play. I didn't forget how to play. Yeah, and so I kept practicing. And after graduating from the college, I decided to work as a normal person.
Normal person.
Yeah, but
We're all not normal. Just kidding.
But I sometimes still teach students to play the piano. Yeah, as my part-time job. And after that, I think that I really want to be devoted to this industry, so that I came to Wiwi and prepare for the test of graduate school. And after I was admitted, and the story is, you know that I started my channel. And
the rest is history.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting because in the Asian culture, I think parents tend to be concerned about kids going into the field of music. So, but
Yeah, that's true.
at what point did you feel like you're so passionate about music, you have to, this is the right decision, you must do it?
Oh, wow. I think music is one thing that I always think it's very enjoyable for me. And whenever I play the piano in the church or I listen to the music, I think that, wow, that's so different from work. Also, I like to listen to some jazz music. I learned to play the classical music, and I never learned that officially. So that I think jazz music is also one thing that I think I I definitely want to learn someday. Yeah, so I think that listening to music is also very important role in my life.
Interesting. What about Wiwi?
I think for me, it's not that I'm following my passion because
You're making this huge music channel and it's not your passion?
yeah, I like music. Don't get me wrong. I like music, but I'm doing music because I think that's what I am good at. I also like music, so when my talent, natural talent, and my ability overlap, that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I should do.
Did your families have concerns?
No, actually, I don't seek their approval, so
I see.
I do what I want to do, so I'm a free man. No, they're not against it or for it. They have no opinion of that. Yeah, as long as I don't take money from them, they're good.
So what's your passion now?
My passion, I've always been a computer nerd. If you want to ask me what my passion is, I would say music is one of my passion.
Yeah.
And also computer and technology thing.
Did you see the t-shirts he wore today?
No, it's covered by the microphone. Oh.
I don't understand actually.
Shoelace.
There's just some cables, some wires.
Okay.
No shoelaces.
Something related to computer.
Yeah, it's related to synthesizer. There's a kind of synthesizer called modular synthesizers, and you have plug a lot of cable in order for them to transfer amazing things.
Interesting. Yeah, because I did notice on your channel you also talked a lot about like synthesizers or like all these electronics that work with music.
Yes.
Where do you think this passion came from?
That's a good question. I started to play with computer at a very early age. Actually, earlier than the piano. I had the computer first, and then I had the piano. So about 3 or 4, yeah. I was playing computer games. At the time, back in the time, nobody had a computer.
Oh.
But we have a computer at home. So I played the computer at a very early age, and I learned programming at a quite early age. Yeah.
So that's interesting because you were mentioning early age. So which means you probably recognize this passion from an early age. So how come you didn't decide to do something that has something to do with computers?
I would say I will do something about computer if I didn't learn the piano. But I just think by playing piano is a easier way for me. I think I have more talent in music than in technology and in computer or math in general. So
maybe it's because you don't have enough time learning.
Yeah, maybe. And I want to keep computer or technology as a hobby. Yeah. Yeah. Keep it as a hobby. You will be happier when doing that.
Right. So we're curious about your hobbies outside of music.
Actually, I used to be an outdoor girl.
Okay.
And I sometimes go hiking or go mountain climbing with my family. Yeah, and Wiwi barely go with us because he is a home guy. And
I'm an indoor boy.
Yeah, okay.
You're an outdoor girl.
And ever since I got married, I think I was influenced a lot by him. And I like to stay home and watch some Japanese animation. Yeah, and I saw you have some cover of Japanese animation songs, and I wonder if you are also watching
Yes, we
animation.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You also like that? Like Attack on Titans?
Yes.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, and I made the
Demons?
Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought you were just playing and not watching.
Oh no. Yeah.
No, yeah, Scott was saying we need to be authentic. We have to get the gist of the anime so we feel the music.
Yeah.
So we have to watch
That was
it.
true.
So
That's true.
all the covers we watched the whole series. Except we're
Wow.
we're doing the Evangelion, what is it, Cruel Angel Thesis, and we didn't watch that show.
Yeah, me too. I also make music covers after I saw some animation and I love that, so I'll cover that.
So how do you decide which anime covers to make?
I think some music that they need to add some drums or some
Yeah.
instruments, and but I can just mainly play by piano. So I think if the melody is very easy to remember and it's easy to be covered by piano, then I like it and I'll cover that.
Yeah. And the chords have to be interesting, right?
Yeah, but I think you are very good because you have 4 hands composition. That's wow. You write it down, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
With Sibelius.
I sometimes improvise because I think it's troublesome to write it down.
That's
Right.
amazing because we have to read the music.
Well, for 4 hands especially, because we can't improvise together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't imagine what the other will play.
Right.
Well, speaking of 4 hands arranging, you have questions
Yeah.
for Wiwi.
Well, I think we asked you when we met you in Taiwan about 4 hands, and you said you didn't do much. But what about now, 2 years later?
I still didn't do much. I still don't do much.
Why?
I don't do much dual arranging because writing piano pieces for me it takes too much time.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have to do a lot of mainly video work, so I don't have a lot of time just composing. Yeah, and I think writing for piano duo is much easier than writing for piano solo, because in solo you have so much limitations.
But then it takes twice as long, right?
Not necessarily, I think. Piano solo, you have to think a lot, especially when you write in jazz or pop style, because you need a bass, you need a melody and some chords at the same time, and almost all the time, which is very hard to do in solo piano. You have to use a lot of left hand arpeggios, or your left hand needs to jump around a lot. And in duo, it's easy. It's easy, right? You can have a very consistent bass and chords in the second piano, and still got 2 hands for the melody, and even counter melody for that matter, right?
Actually, the reason we met you is because of your 4-hand arrangement.
Right, we played it.
Because I bought your score.
Turkish march. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's how I contacted you. That's pretty cool.
And you played it in the concert hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was
Thanks
a
so
lot
much
of
for
fun.
playing my piece.
Yeah, thanks for writing.
Yeah, thank you for writing it. Good writing.
Yeah, hopefully
Thank you.
you two will play it sometime.
Yeah.
Oh.
You should.
Yeah, we rarely play as a duo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always have to forcing to play
Forcing
with.
me to every time we play is either for a video or in-person performance. We don't routinely practice as a duo.
So maybe
For fun,
Janet, it's your turn to arrange something. And then,
But I think it's hard to write them all
that's
down.
true.
Yeah, I was thinking that if it is possible, maybe for us to play a 8 hands composition
Yeah,
or
that'll be fun.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
we can
sure.
do an 8-hand video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime.
You saw our ultimate rush E. We had 8 hands. Oh no, 6. Wait, how many people do 8?
8 hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, really?
Like
You did Rush E
virtually.
8 hands,
We
right?
did.
Yeah. Virtually, but it can be done.
Yes.
The editing was took her so long.
What about the ideas? The Squid Game, the
That's
cookies?
her.
Well, Squid Game was my
You?
yeah.
Are you both watching Squid Game?
We did.
We did. We finished it. We finished
Wow.
it in 2 days actually.
Wow, me too.
I didn't watch it.
He doesn't like bloody.
I don't like blood.
Oh, it's actually
He's
not,
afraid.
not too bloody.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, just cover your eyes for those parts. If I can do it, you can too.
I don't watch horror movie at all. Almost at all.
Yeah.
It makes me
It's not a horror movie.
yeah, it's a comedy horror movie, right?
Well,
At first, that's
Hard
what
to
we
explain.
thought. But then our friend, who's like at least 20, 30 years older than us, and she was saying, oh, it's interesting. It's about human behavior. And then that's when it made us decide, okay, maybe we'll watch it. Because we saw the preview, we were like, that's scary. We don't want to see it. But actually, it's very interesting material.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
I saw Scott recording Claire singing. You went crazy too.
she always does that, actually.
That's not crazy. That's normal. That's my normal state.
Oh, it's not the routine that Scott is doing.
I don't sing.
That one, it was probably a little bit insane too, because we were moving and it was getting close to the moving dates. So we were packing all day long. And so that was me sidereading between packing, and then so I was letting out the stress.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
Okay, so I have to ask this before we let you go. So, Wiwi, with your
Okay.
high standard for all these YouTube channels, what would you suggest for people who might want to also consider using YouTube as a marketing tool?
Okay. I have prepared 5 pieces of advice for aspiring YouTubers.
Okay.
Okay, number 1. You don't want to be in it for the fame and money, because you will probably won't get it. So you have to in it because you've got something important to share. That's the first one. Second one is to have good audio. Good audio is so important. You can use the shittiest camera and still be watchable, but definitely not with a shitty microphone. That's for sure. So get a good microphone. Number 3 is to know your tech. You gotta get to know your equipment, you know your camera, know your audio, video editing software. You gotta know how to mix the audio, learn how to like color grade in order to make quality videos. That's number 3. And number 4 is don't chase the numbers. That's very important. Don't make something just because you think that will get a lot of views. Because when the number don't go your way, you will feel very bad, which is not very healthy. and that leads us to the final one. And number 5 is mental health is very important. On YouTube, very little is in our control. So we're all at the mercy of the algorithm, YouTube algorithm. So don't compare yourself to others, especially don't compare the numbers, or you will burn out very, very quick. Yeah. That's my 5 pieces of advice for aspiring YouTubers.
So valuable. Okay, but then I have to ask this. So from your high standard, how are we doing with our channel?
Firstly, I don't have very high standard. No, I mean, you're doing very, very well. You're doing very well. You had a lot of great video, and a lot of them are getting a lot of views. I'm not saying views are very important or a very good measure of the quality, the quality of video that you are making, but yeah, you have a very successful YouTube channel.
I remember when we met you, I think we had like 20 subscribers, and we told you our channel is very sad, so could you help us? Could you subscribe to us?
Yeah, and now you have like 6K.
1,000.
Yeah, 6,000.
Thank you so much for doing this. We're having so much fun. This
Thank
is
you.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you for having
And it's
us.
so nice
Yeah,
we
it's
get to
great talking.
connect again. Like the last time we talked was in Taiwan. That was, I can't believe it's 2 years ago.
Yeah, two,
Oh
Oh my God.
almost.
Yeah,
Nice.
I still can't believe we just finished our first English interview in our lifetime.
Oh,
Yeah, and
In your lifetime?
it's very quick.
Yeah, in our lifetime for sure. Seriously.
Maybe.
But when we
Formally.
Yeah,
so
Formally, the whole show in English. This is the first time.
whoa, wow, we're so honored.
I have never done that.
Yeah, we just talk with friends in English, but not not recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a lot of friends who speak English that you often talk to.
We go to the bar a lot.
You go to the bar, so you talk to random people.
Yeah, we talk to random foreigner and drinking a lot. Yeah, before the pandemic, yeah, that was.
Yeah. And he said that he said it's cheap to
Yeah, it's cheaper to go to the bar and drink than book in an English class online. And you got to drink also.
I guess
You got
that
to
makes
drink
sense.
and the video and the English lesson at the same time.
I guess that sort of makes sense. Didn't think about it that way.
With classical music, we've composed music. Okay, you know, the beginning of the session, I couldn't play this page. Now I can. I got better. In improvising, you improvise for 1 hour. You did all those improvised exercises. And did I get better in this 1 hour? I'm not sure. I'm the youngest child, and both of my brothers, they took piano lessons for 1 year or two and they quit. And now everybody in my family is a lawyer. I'm the black sheep. 2 English words that I learned just not to say and not to pronounce ever in my life. One is music. It's like, okay, how do you call this thing in English? Music?
Shit.
You're right, okay? So I don't say that word.